Hi, it's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we went deep into the slag pit of the Cauldron and slayed a dark iron dwarf by the name of Overseer Maltorius. And we actually had to slay him a couple of times because I forgot to pick up the quest. But today... Oh, nice. Look at that.
May your generosity be returned to you 100-fold.
Would you look at that? We have another person here in the Searing Gorge. Nice to see. To feed our pet, though. It was nice of him to help us out like that. See how our bags are looking somewhat alright. Got a decent amount of ammo, which is nice to see. Today we are going to go and do a new quest chain. One that is connected with the Black Dragonflight. I think this is one of the better quest chains in Searing Gorge. And it was nice to see a night elf here. It's nice to see people leveling out in the world. You don't see that much of that in Azeroth anymore. It's mostly out in Outland at the moment.
Hey there.
Let's have a chat here with Velarok Windblade. Vengeance shall be mine, divine retribution. Hear my tale, adventurer. Listen to Velarok Windblade tell his story.
See you later. Can I help you? What are you
I
looking
guess that's
for?
a squire. Is he going to tell his story?
Looking for something
Tell me what
specific.
drives this vengeance. My father was slain by the filth that inhabits the cauldron. My pleas for assistance to the Stormwind Magistrate fell off deaf ears. Nay, they want not to admit that this part of the world even exists, let alone send their precious military in to administer justice. I seek vengeance, dwarf, plain and simple. Is there a more passionate cause in this world? As you can see, I am but one man with the lumbering oath of a squire. The might of the Dark Iron Dwarves and the beasts held in the grip of Ragnaros would surely overwhelm me alone. But I have the utmost confidence that such a brave and ambitious adventurer such as you would have no problem handling the denizens of the Cauldron. Should you choose to assist me, I shall reward you with riches and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Let me confer with my colleagues.
Be careful. Greetings.
Find retribution. Have you heard enough? Are you prepared to act? I wonder who our colleagues are, who we had to confide in. The Flawless Flame. Maybe you could talk to people up in Thorium Brotherhood. You have made the right decision, Trav. We must strike where we will do the most damage, the 4 sentry towers. With the 4 towers in flames, we can initiate an offensive before they have time to react. You will need the proper tool to set the power ablaze. To make the tool requires some materials. Bring me 4 hearts of the flame and 4 golem oil, and I shall craft a torch of flawless flame. The golems and elementals in these lands should be your first target.
See you around.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go fight some golems and elementals. Got a bunch of magma elementals here. So I guess we'll go for the elementals first. Those are the golems. And we need to collect... Oh, what's going on? Oh. I guess we'll get this golem first. It's nice that we got some druid buffs. Let's see if we got any golem oil. Nope. Let's see what these Inferno Elementals give. No, nothing. So I guess the drop rate might be a little low. I think there's some elementals down here we can go see. A lot of searing lava spiders here. Looking for more SSC hydros down. It looks like people are doing the phase 2 raids with a group now, which is nice to see. Well, not with a group, but as a pug, I should say. Which means people are just doing it with without a guild. I don't know if they're clearing it. I don't think that's happening yet, but it's nice to see that people are trying to do some pugs. There's Belagar. I think I read Belagar's story. It's in the directory. I haven't checked the directory in a while. I read Barabbas' story. It's an interesting one. Let's check it out here. Barabbas is a simple dwarf of simple means and wants. His family name, Ulcor, is an old and failing line, little known and lacking in the grandeur of the mightier houses. Earlier in the Second War, his father was slain and his mother disappeared, leaving him an orphan, but to be cared for by his fellow dwarfs. He learned to fend for himself and the joys of the wilderness. While he is not a wild hammer, he is close to them in their attitudes towards nature and love of the deep wood. A stalwart friend to those who call him in. Barabbas has found his new home in Thunderhold and lends his gun to their hearth and cause. Well, that was kind of a cool story. Thought it was interesting that he joined the Wild Hammer during the... even though his parents died during the Second War. I wonder if he is a part of the Wild Hammer clan. Supposedly he isn't. I don't think he's a Dark Iron Dwarf. Because I don't think any dwarf in... Really, I don't think any dwarf in Classic can be a Dark Iron. Like, you can't, like, make your character, like, look like a Dark Iron at all, so... Speaking of dwarves, there's a Dark Iron look at it right there. So he's probably just a regular Dunmorrow dwarf. I think it was a cool twist that he added. That he's like a fan of just the Wild Hammer due to the nature and stuff. He added some lore in there, which I like. Talked about the Second War as well. I wonder if there's any other ones with, like, good stories. I'm gonna look. I like it when people do that. They make, like, a story. So I haven't seen this one. Flags at first glance. Unread description. Gallerim Runeseeker, Dwarf Explorer. 132 years old. Average stocky. Seems to be a lawful dwarf. Forgiving. So he's a kind dwarf. Oh, about physical description. This is kind of cool. A stout dwarf of average height, Galrim's body has been both strengthened and weathered by his lifestyle as a trapper and explorer, another hunter. Honor, kinship, and knowledge are what drive Galrim. He fights for the glory and safety of the dwarves and leaps at every opportunity to uncover more of their mysterious origin. So he's a hunter who is interested in like archaeology, I guess. I'm looking at history, dwarven history. That's a cool thing about RP servers. That stuff's never on. Like, no one's really... I don't want to say that. People are pretty creative on PvP servers in their own way, but there's a lot of creativity on these RP servers, that's for sure. Let's see if we have any others. Loyote Thunderstar. I think all these dwarves are in Thunderhold. I came with us during the RP event. Family name Thunderstar. Holy Fook. AKA Holy Fook. Distant cousin to Wise Keg clan. I wonder if that's a guild. And these are all different. Oh, I guess Loyote's a Dark Iron. Because that kind of has like a Dark Iron look to it. I'm guessing. Eye color the faintest green, dwarf, Lightseeker, paladin, most likely, I mean a priest most likely. On a quest to find her path and purpose, distant cousin, Finder, all the wise kegs. What is out of character? I know, right? Gotta be in character all the time. It's more fun when you do it that way. Sometimes you can't do that. I guess. Well, maybe. Oh, look at that. What do we get? Got a paladin buff. Nice little Draenei paladin. kind of a shame that it's all Alliance here. I think Grobulus is mostly an Alliance server. There's more Alliance than there is Horde. I have a feeling. But there is a decent amount of Horde. I remember when we were playing, probably told this story a bunch of times. But when I went to, this is when like the server was really alive, and before TVC came out. Good times. The first time I went to Ratchet on a Trav and Trav, I got ganked by a rogue, and that's when I knew this server was awesome. Because that's what, no, not Ratchet. When I went to Booty Bay. First time I went to Booty Bay, I got ganked by a rogue right off the boat. Yeah, I think I even got ganked on the boat too. It was a lot of fun. It really felt like you were in a pirate town. And I must say, like, there was a lot of griefing on Fairlina as well. And I think Booty Bay should have that feel to it. You shouldn't feel safe in Booty Bay. The guards should always be working, you know, trying to catch people that are doing the wrong thing. It's one thing I kind of liked about world buffs. I know it sounds crazy, but I think the griefing of world buffs, it added something to the game, but it was toxic. It was a toxic part of the game, that's for sure. So, not surprised that it's gone. We'll never see that type of WoW ever again, I don't think, unless the player base complains. So if you were there to experience it, then I guess you know, it's just a distant memory now. I wonder if they'll ever do another just like fresh classic like the first one. I think it's really going to depend on how successful this classic does. If this classic version is very successful or close to the numbers that they had back in Classic WoW, then they'll probably stick with that. If not, then they'll probably lean a little bit to how it was, I think. Like, what I think they should do, they should have world buffs go on for the first 3 phases. I know this sounds silly. And then after that, they should... Never mind. World buffs suck. It sucks getting world buffs. But it's like a love-hate relationship I have with it. Yeah, it sucks getting world buffs. It's a pain. You can get ganked and lose them all. But it sure is fun. You know, when you're on the other end, when you're ganking somebody and they're losing their world buffs, or you know, or when you get all your world buffs and you log out and you're like, oh yeah, fully world buff character. You feel like your character's like I don't know, just really powered up. And the damage you're doing is insane with world buffs. You feel like a beast. So there's some pluses to it. It's not all negative. Yeah, let's check out some more dwarves. Lucky MacDougal. Last seen date. Okay, I've seen him in Ironforge and in Tinkertown. Lucky MacDougal. Lefroy MacDougal, or Lucky, to his friends, looks like he's about to disappear into the shadows or commit an extreme... Oh, okay, he was like the leader. I believe this was the leader of the event. Disappear into the shadows or commit an extremely violent act at a notice. A thrice broken nose doesn't stop him from fancying himself a ladies' man, and he smiles. A single gold tooth can be seen nestled amidst the white ones. Despite drinking like a dwarf, a life of fighting, climbing, jumping, and being stealthy has resulted in a chiseled physique crisscrossed with scars that tell tales of foes that failed to kill him. Themes: War, Druna, Fable. History, RP to find out. I kind of like that. If you want to find out more, you can RP. Looking shifty. He's a young dwarf too. He's 68. Well, that's not really young. It's kind of like middle-aged, I'd say. 5 foot, 85 kilograms. Clan-wise, this fucking proper. He's lucky. That was good. I like that. That was a good, good little description. It's like the best add-on they added for that. I think this makes RP like 20 times better. You can actually get to know people. May Bellucular. Married. In the prime of life. Learning all she can in the world at large. Lawful. Forgiving. Altruistic. Truthful. Pretty kind dwarf, I must say. Gentle. Paragon. Impulsive. Kind of 50-50 on this. And valorous. Seems like most of the dwarves are on the kind side. I'm kind of like an outlaw dwarf, I guess you could say. Well, I'm a dwarf with a drinking problem, so that's probably one of the reasons why I am the way I am. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Looks like we can't find any of these LMLs. There's one back here, I think. Really need these Heart of Flames. I've been using my buffs here. See if there's any more here. May Bellucular. I think we just, yeah, we looked at this one already. Romai. I remember Romai. Last time we seen him was in 11/8/21, so August. This is a long time ago. That's when we first got this thing. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's been up to. Ronald Crump. Remember Ronald Crump? I wonder what he's doing. I saw him. He had like a... He's like a cult leader, man. Of a guild. I remember we were at Stormwind. He had everybody lined up. They would say like stuff after he said it. He's part of Civil War, yeah. Let's see what he's doing. He's gazing around with a posture in accordance with sharp brows and commanding yet warm eyes, making notice of his surroundings accordance with sharp. Making notice of surroundings tactically. Is that guy Alliance? No. Yeah, he is. Somebody else fighting over there? Yeah, another. One's Alliance. Killing all the stuff I want to kill. I gotta get on my mount. Yeah, it's cool how it has a directory like this. Who's Disciplina? When was the last time we seen Disciplina? Not much to say here. Yeah, maybe we'll do some more events and stuff. Meet more people. I haven't really checked the add-on in a while. I've also had this add-on off on Squiddly Diddly, which is a mistake. We're in Stormwind now on them, so I think the next time I log in, I'm going to make sure we get it on. Because it was kind of messing with my game for some reason. There was like an add-on error, so I had to update it. So next time I turn it on, I'll do like a little scan, which is cool. You can scan the area and it'll tell you some more stuff about them. Or about people on your server. Looks like this guy's hunting the dwarves down. Level 48 paladin. It's a good class to level in TBC paladin. The tanks, paladin tanks are amazing. Great AoE, insane amount of threat. Especially AoE threat. It's hard to pull off of them when they have consecrate down. Okay, so let's power up Tigger here. Yeah, the drop rate on these golem oils, it's not bad, but it surely isn't a high drop rate at all. You can't put Serpent Sting on them. Can't poison robots. Or golems, I should say. I wonder if we can find more of these, like, elementals. I gotta find out where the Horde's hanging out. I really do. Probably in Outland. It's most likely where you'll see the Horde. But yeah, last time we seen some Horde was in a Shard. We had a nice little duel with that druid. Went back and forth. He killed me, I killed him. Had a good little skirmish. I think these golems aren't a good choice. I think the elementals are better. Notice I was been getting a decent amount off of the elementals. See if we get one here. Oh. I guess we'll just keep slaying the golems. Eventually get golem oil. There's an elemental. I should probably try to get it to tag this. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's crying. There we go. I got them both. Oh, we're out of mana though, which kind of sucks. How Tigger's doing? He's doing great. Okay, we should get something here. Okay, nothing from the golems. But, you know, see? The elementals, guys. That's what you gotta go fight. You gotta fight the elementals. They're the ones with all the juice. Golems really don't drop much. And I know they don't drop Heart of Flame, that's for sure, so I won't be farming them anymore. Okay, one more Heart of Flame, we're done. Let's do this. I don't remember this quest having this, like, kind of a drop rate. What is that, a cockroach? A lava crab. Makes sense. It's probably one of the only things that could survive in this, like, giant volcano. I'm gonna guess there's one down here. It's usually one down here. Pretty much where the smokestacks are is where you'll find the elementals. There we go, there's a bunch of elementals here. I think the magmas dropped the fire ones too. They're called magma elemental. They gotta have, like, Heart of Flame on them. There you go, Tigger got some aggro. Nope. that other elemental go. There's 2 down here. Have we been in Blackrock Mountain? I don't think we have. On this character. I don't think we have. We'll eventually go in. We'll make sure we go in before we leave. Or after this quest chain, we'll go inside and check it out. There we go, Heart of Flame. And that's good. Almost level 53 as well. Yeah, that was a decent quest. Drop rate was low, but not too low. I would recommend going after the elementals, though, instead of the golems like I just did. Seem to have a higher drop rate on the items you want. And they also drop the golem oil as well. So you can get the Heart of Flame and golem oil off of those mobs. Who's this guy? It's a paladin. Oh my gosh. Imagine we fell down there. That would be brutal. It'd be funny, though. I 100% believe this stuff happened a lot. Like a priest would hang out here. Like Shadow Priest, mind control. Send you down there. That'd be so brutal. That's why Shadow Priest, that's another class. Like, you play that class, like that may be a class I play in Classic just for the memes. Like,
You need something?
Shadow Priest is fun, man. Have you ever collected the materials? Well done, Trav and Trav. We are almost ready.
For the
Alright,
alliance.
so I think we will chill out for now. And probably do the next quest next episode. I'll probably just hang out here with him, actually.
What can I do for you?
So we are just going to quest with him. I don't think we need to go up. Do we need to go up and get anything? Not really. Just got a little bit of spots. If we need to sell, we'll just go up to Thorium Brother and sell. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.